Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's 5:40 a.m. and I just posted 2 videos on changing yourself back to a heterosexual lifestyle. This video is going to be about a gentleman named Richard Cohen. In my sense of wording, I'm just going to call him the owner and operator of pfox.org. Richard is a ex-gay therapist. He lives his life changing back people from a homosexual lifestyle to a heterosexual lifestyle. Can't even believe I'm talking about someone who believes in anything like this. Cohen believes that gays can be turned straight through therapy. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight on some stuff that I just watched his Jimmy Kimmel episode, and I wanted to punch him in the face. In this, sorry, I'm just like twirling out of my chair. In this episode, he talks about how everybody has a moment in their life. He even brought up Rosie O'Donnell. Everybody has a moment in their life where they were changed into being gay. He talks about, men who don't bond with their father well enough, women who don't bond with their mothers well enough, spending too much time with the parent of the opposite sex. Honestly, I bonded with my mother more than I bonded with my father, and I still look like this. So, I don't believe with anything this gentleman said, but one of the things that he has you do, and I find this really funny, and I would love to act this out if I had the props, but I don't. He takes a tennis racket, and he even does this on TV, and I'm going to hopefully be able to show you a clip from it. He takes a tennis racket and goes over to a cushion or a pillow, and he beats the shit out of a pillow. And he yells things like, "Why did you do this to me?" And "What did I do wrong?" and things like that. And he beats the pillow. After he's done beating the pillow, this is what he was going to do with his kids when his kids told him he was gay. They were gay. You yell things like that at the pillow, and then when the child is done doing that, you take the child in your arms, a male holding his son. You take the child in your arms and you hug him. Okay. We're going to take a look at the clip that I have of this happening, because I gotta say, if you're gonna take your son, who just came out to you as gay, and tell him the only way he's not gonna be gay is if he hugs you, you're gonna end up with a very twisted child. I'm just throwing this out there. Like, come on, people. Like, does anyone really believe that this stuff works? So, yes, we're gonna take a look right now. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. You guys are going to, let me see what you can see. Okay, you guys can see this episode over here. I'm going to pump up the volume a little bit, and we're going to play it.
That's done. Okay. I ain't going to touch it, George.
I can hit harder than that.
I mean, I know.
All right, go ahead and show us, because we don't have a lot of time.
Okay, so it's just, why did you do that? Oh, it's a dirty chair.
You needed the chairs clean. Thank you. By the way, if you're just tuning in, this is our Wimbledon coverage. All right, and so, but what about the thing where you had the guy in the lap?
Okay, so first,
can you do it with George?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Come on over here. So,
you may walk over there. You're going to hop back.
Okay, so wait a minute. This is...
What would happen?
So this is the getting out the hurt and the pain. So it would be as if George had done that, right?
Right, okay.
And then they need comfort. They need to be comforted. So may I hold you? So move over here. Move over. Then you comfort him. You just love him. Like he's your own boy.
Okay, so you just got a clip at what I've just watched. Honestly, a father taking his son in his arms, that's a loving feeling. I'm not mocking that in any sense. But if you really want to tell me that him taking his arms and him wrapping it around his son and telling him, "You hit that pillow," he's going to turn his son into a homosexual man, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, come on. So yeah, like I've said before in this video, that guy's Richard Cohen right there. I'm not going to say much more about him except the fact that I don't agree with anything that he says. If he wants to write me, feel free. But I doubt he's going to really risk that because you don't want to fuck with him, such trans man. So, I was going somewhere with this. That's my opinions on that whole changing you back thing. Like I talked about earlier in my videos, pfox.org and the very non-looking happy gentleman over there hugging his wife that he very obviously doesn't want to be with. Richard Cohen started out with a homosexual lifestyle for the first 20-something years of his life, and then after going through shock therapy and things like that, decided he was straight and is now married and has children. He even claims that he still has homosexual thoughts. So, I mean, it is what it is, but he even proves that there's no going back, guys. Accept yourself, tolerate others, and be happy. That's all I can say. Good night.